We're here in Southampton with Bill Streeter, a member of the Municipal Heritage Committee and co-initiator of the Commemorative Banner Program. And today we're taking a look at Ralph George Black. Bill, can you tell us a little bit more about Ralph?
Yes, I'd be glad to. Ralph and his family lived at Peel Street, right close to Carlisle. They had a 100-acre farm up there, and he was born in 1920. His family and my mother's family, they all went to school at the White School, which is the school next to the entrance to the Saugeen Golf Club. And you can imagine the family walking across through what's now the two golf courses to get to school. In 1940, he was helping out at the farm and also doing some truck driving around town when he made the decision at the end of harvest in August of 1940 to enlist in the Royal Canadian Engineers. Little did he know he was going to end up in Petawawa for 3 years, but he did marry his childhood sweetheart, Juanita Grace Crone, and they soon after had a young daughter, Beverly. And when he left to go overseas, it wasn't until 1943, she was expecting a second daughter. He arrived, and the daughter arrived in February, just about 2 months after. But sadly, in April, he got word that she had died in the Owen Sound Hospital from spina bifida. Ralph, when the invasion of Europe happened in June 6, 1944, the Royal Engineers were ready to go in and back up and assist. The removal of the Germans from Normandy was a very, very difficult task. In mid-July of 1944, Ralph and his group arrived in Normandy just prior to the removal of the Germans from the city of Caen, and which happened on July 23rd. And to get to the details of how he died, we need to refer to the book written by Mark Sulky, Breakout from Juneau. And I'll quote just 2 paragraphs, and it really tells the story of what happened to Ralph and his group in that battle. Quote, "The Germans mounted a strong counterattack on August 6th and 7th, which the Canadians answered and kept the pressure on. The Allies were attempting to surround the retreating Germans and stop their escape through the only route to the east out of Normandy. It was known as the Falaise Gap. On August 8th, the senior Canadian officer, Lieutenant General Harry Crerar, was given this order: whatever you do in this attack, don't let the enemy get away. Keep pushing, push, keep the mobility, don't stop." On August 8th was one of the worst days that the Canadian Army endured in World War II. And the following is from the Canadian Veterans Normandy 1944 information file. "The prolonged confusion on the congested and murky battlefield, combined with obstinate enemy resistance, soon robbed the operation of momentum. In his plan, Simmons expected air support would break the logjam. Unfortunately, American flying fortresses dropped some of their bombs on Canadian and Polish troops, killing or wounding 300 of them. Ralph George Black died that day." Now, if we look, it took until August 21st to remove the Germans from Normandy, and a limited number of them got through the Falaise Gap, and then the Canadians moved on into Belgium, as we all know the story, through Holland and up to the German border. Ralph was buried in the Bretteville-sur-Lay Cemetery. There are 3 men here on the main street, including Ralph, that are buried in the same cemetery, and there was over 6,000 Canadians that died in the clearing of Normandy, and 3,000 of them are in the Bretteville-sur-Lay Cemetery, along with the 3 boys from Southampton. May they rest in peace.